Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy English Learning. I'm Mark.
And I'm Anna. Hello to all our wonderful listeners.
How are you today, Anna?
I'm doing great, Mark. I just had my morning coffee.
Morning coffee. That's a perfect way to start today's lesson.
Why? What are we learning today?
Today, we're going to learn how to talk about daily habits in English.
Daily habits? What does that mean?
Daily habits are things you do every day, like drinking coffee in the morning, brushing your teeth, or going to work.
Oh, so it's our daily routine.
Exactly. Your daily routine is all the habits you do regularly. This is very useful English.
Yes, when you meet new people, they often ask about your daily life.
Right. So today we'll learn how to describe your day, talk about habits, and use time expressions.
I'm excited. This is very practical.
Before we start, let's ask our listeners for help.
Yes, please subscribe to our channel if you enjoy learning with us.
And don't forget to click the like button.
Share this lesson with your friends who are learning English.
Thank you so much. Now, Anna, are you ready to talk about your daily habits?
Yes, let's begin.
Okay, Anna, let's start from the beginning of your day. What time do you wake up?
I usually wake up at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. That's a good time. Notice the word usually. This is very important for talking about habits.
Why is usually important?
Because habits are things we do regularly, but not always 100% of the time. We use frequency words like usually, often, sometimes, always, and never.
Oh, so I can say, I always wake up early, or I sometimes wake up late.
Perfect examples. Let's learn these frequency words. From most frequent to least frequent, always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never. Got it.
Great. Now, after you wake up, what's the first thing you do?
The first thing I do is check my phone.
Many people do that. But what about before you check your phone?
Oh, before I check my phone, I turn off my alarm.
Good. So your first habit is turning off your alarm. What do you do next?
Next, I get out of bed. Then I go to the bathroom.
And what do you do in the bathroom?
I brush my teeth. I always brush my teeth in the morning.
Excellent. I always brush my teeth. That's a very strong habit. What else do you do in the bathroom?
I wash my face with cold water. It helps me wake up.
That's a good habit. Cold water in the morning is refreshing. Do you take a shower in the morning?
No, I don't. I usually take a shower at night, before bed.
I see. So you prefer evening showers. That's interesting. Everyone has different habits.
Yes. My sister always takes a shower in the morning, but I like evening showers.
Perfect. You're using always correctly. Now, after the bathroom, what do you do?
After the bathroom, I make my bed.
You make your bed every day?
Yes, I always make my bed. My mother taught me this habit.
That's a great habit. A clean bed makes you feel organized. What do you do after making your bed?
Then I get dressed. I choose my clothes for the day.
How long does it take you to choose your clothes?
Usually about 10 minutes. Sometimes I'm very fast, like 5 minutes, but sometimes I can't decide and it takes 20 minutes.
That happens to everyone. Choosing clothes can be difficult. After you get dressed, what's next?
Next, I go to the kitchen. I make breakfast.
What do you usually have for breakfast?
I usually have toast with butter and jam, and I always drink coffee with milk.
Always coffee. You really love coffee.
Yes, I can't start my day without coffee. It's my most important habit.
I understand. Coffee is very important for many people. Do you eat breakfast at home or do you take it to work?
I always eat breakfast at home. I sit at the table and enjoy my breakfast. I never skip breakfast.
That's healthy. I never skip breakfast. Excellent use of never. Breakfast is the most important meal.
Exactly. My grandmother always said, never skip breakfast.
Your grandmother was right. Now, what time do you leave for work?
I usually leave at 8:30 a.m. My work starts at 9 a.m.
So you have 30 minutes to get to work? How do you go to work?
I usually take the bus. Sometimes, if the weather is nice, I walk.
You walk to work? How long does it take?
It takes about 25 minutes to walk, but the bus is only 10 minutes.
I see. So walking is good exercise, but the bus is faster.
Exactly. In summer, I often walk. In winter, I usually take the bus because it's cold.
Smart. You adjust your habits based on the weather. Now, what do you do when you arrive at work?
When I arrive at work, I say good morning to my colleagues. Then I turn on my computer and check my emails.
Do you check emails first thing every day?
Yes, I always check emails first. It's part of my work routine.
Good habit. Now let's talk about your workday. What time do you have lunch?
I usually have lunch at 1 p.m. We have a 1-hour lunch break.
Where do you eat lunch?
Sometimes I eat in the office cafeteria. Sometimes I bring lunch from home. It depends.
It depends. Great phrase. So your lunch habit changes. Do you prefer cafeteria food or home food?
I prefer home food. It's healthier and cheaper. But sometimes I'm too tired to prepare lunch, so I eat at the cafeteria.
I understand. Preparing lunch takes time and energy. What do you usually do during your lunch break besides eating?
After eating, I sometimes take a short walk or I chat with my colleagues. Sometimes I just rest and check my phone.
Nice. A lunch break is important for relaxing. Now, what time do you finish work?
I usually finish work at 6 p.m.
That's a long day. 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., that's 9 hours.
Yes, but we have breaks during the day, so it's okay.
Good. What do you do after work?
After work, I go home. I usually arrive home around 6:30 p.m.
And then, what's your evening routine?
First, I change my clothes. I put on comfortable clothes like sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Comfortable clothes. That's important after a long workday.
Yes. Then I usually cook dinner. Or sometimes my roommate cooks.
Oh, you have a roommate. So you take turns cooking.
Yes, we often cook together. It's more fun, and we share the work.
That's nice. Cooking together is a good way to spend time. What do you usually cook for dinner?
We usually cook simple things: pasta, rice with vegetables, chicken, fish. Nothing complicated.
Simple and healthy. What time do you eat dinner?
We usually eat dinner around 7:30 or 8 p.m.
And after dinner, what do you do in the evening?
After dinner, we wash the dishes. Then I usually relax on the sofa.
How do you relax? What do you do?
Sometimes I watch TV shows or movies. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I just listen to music.
Do you watch TV every evening?
No, not every evening. Maybe 3 or 4 times a week. I don't always have time.
So you often watch TV, but not always. What about social media? Do you use social media in the evening?
Yes, I sometimes scroll through Instagram or Facebook, but I try not to spend too much time on my phone.
That's a healthy habit. Too much screen time is not good. What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11 p.m. Sometimes earlier, like 10:30, sometimes later, like 11:30.
And what do you do before bed?
Before bed, I always brush my teeth again. Then I wash my face. Sometimes I read for a few minutes in bed.
Reading before bed is relaxing. And you mentioned earlier that you take a shower at night, right?
Yes, I usually take a shower around 10 p.m. before I get ready for bed.
So your evening routine is shower, brush teeth, wash face, maybe read, then sleep.
Exactly. And I always set my alarm for the next morning before I sleep.
Good habit, so you're ready for the next day. Now, Anna, we talked about your weekday routine. Is your weekend routine different?
Yes, very different. On weekends, I don't have to wake up early for work.
So what time do you wake up on weekends?
On weekends, I usually wake up around 9 or 10 a.m., sometimes even later.
Lucky you. Sleeping in on weekends is nice. What do you do on weekend mornings?
On Saturday morning, I usually clean my apartment. I do laundry, vacuum the floor, clean the bathroom.
So Saturday is cleaning day.
Yes, I always clean on Saturday morning. Then the rest of the weekend is free.
Smart. Get the chores done first. What about Sunday morning?
Sunday morning is more relaxed. I usually make a nice breakfast, maybe pancakes or eggs. I take my time and enjoy it.
That sounds wonderful. A slow, relaxing Sunday breakfast.
Yes, it's my favorite morning of the week.
What do you do on weekend afternoons and evenings?
It depends. Sometimes I meet friends. We go to a cafe or restaurant. Sometimes I go shopping. Sometimes I just stay home and watch movies.
So weekends are more flexible. You don't have a fixed routine.
Exactly. Weekdays are structured, weekends are free.
Perfect. Now let's review what we learned today. We talked about daily habits and routines. What's the most important thing you learned?
I learned about frequency words. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never.
Excellent. These words help you describe how often you do something. Let's practice. How often do you drink coffee?
I always drink coffee, every single day.
Good. How often do you exercise?
I sometimes exercise, maybe twice a week.
How often do you cook dinner?
I usually cook dinner, about 5 times a week.
Perfect. You're using frequency words correctly. Now let's talk about time expressions. When we talk about habits, we use specific times and phrases.
Like at 7 a.m. or in the morning.
Exactly. Let's review time expressions. We use in for parts of the day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, but we say at night.
In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, at night. Got it.
We use at for specific times, at 7, at noon, at midnight.
At 7, at noon, at midnight. Understood.
We use on for days, on Monday, on weekends, on Friday night.
On Monday, on weekends, on Friday night. Easy.
Perfect. Now let's talk about sequence words. These help you describe the order of your actions.
Like first, then, next, after that.
Yes. Let's practice. Describe your morning routine using sequence words.
Okay. First, I wake up and turn off my alarm. Then, I go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. Next, I wash my face. After that, I make my bed. Finally, I get dressed and go to the kitchen for breakfast.
Excellent. You used first, then, next, after that, and finally. Perfect sequence.
Thank you. This makes my description very clear.
Exactly. Sequence words make your story easy to follow. Now, let's learn some useful phrases for talking about habits.
Yes, please.
When you want to say you do something regularly, you can say, I tend to, or I'm in the habit of.
Can you give me examples?
Sure, I tend to wake up early on weekdays, or I'm in the habit of checking my phone first thing in the morning.
Oh, those sound more natural than just saying, I wake up early.
Yes, they're great for conversation. Here's another one. I make it a point to. This shows you do something intentionally.
Example?
Sure, I make it a point to exercise 3 times a week. This shows it's important to you.
I love these phrases. They make me sound more fluent.
Exactly. Here's one more. As a rule, I. This means you generally do something.
Example?
As a rule, I don't eat breakfast at work. This means it's your general practice.
These are so useful. Let me try. As a rule, I take the bus to work, but sometimes I walk.
Perfect. You're getting it. Now, let's talk about breaking habits or changing routines.
What do you mean?
Sometimes we want to change our habits. We can say, I'm trying to, or I'm working on.
Oh, like I'm trying to exercise more.
Exactly, or I'm working on going to bed earlier.
That's me. I'm trying to go to bed before 11 p.m., but it's difficult.
Many people have that problem. Changing habits takes time. You can also say, I used to, but now I.
What does that mean?
This shows a habit changed. I used to drink coffee at night, but now I avoid caffeine after 5 p.m.
Oh, I can use this. I used to skip breakfast, but now I always eat breakfast.
Perfect example. You're showing how your habit changed.
This is so useful. I feel much more confident talking about my daily life now.
That's wonderful. Remember, talking about daily habits is a great way to practice English and connect with people.
Yes, when you meet someone new, you can ask about their daily routine.
Exactly. You can ask, what time do you usually wake up? Or what do you do in your free time?
These are great conversation starters.
Yes. And now our listeners know how to answer these questions too.
I hope everyone practices talking about their own daily habits.
Me too. Now let's ask our listeners some questions.
Yes. Dear listeners, what time do you usually wake up? What's your morning routine?
And what's your favorite part of the day? Morning, afternoon, or evening?
Write your answers in the comments below. We love reading them.
Yes, and share your daily habits in English. It's great practice.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
Click the like button if you found this lesson helpful.
Share this video with friends who are learning English.
Thank you all for learning with us today. We hope you enjoyed this lesson.
Remember, everyone's routine is different. Don't compare yourself to others.
Exactly. Your habits are personal. The important thing is to describe them clearly in English.
Practice makes perfect.
That's right. Until next time, keep practicing and keep learning.
Goodbye, everyone.
See you soon.